Hey, welcome back to the Savvy Campers. Today we're looking at ramp style levelers, and we've got the Easy RV leveler that we purchased with our own money to take a peek at, to use and review just for you, so you can have an idea of what's good on Amazon when you're buying and what's not. So first off, we're going to talk a little bit about this. The Easy RV leveler, it was kind of tough to find information about it. Didn't find any weight rating, and we couldn't find any warranty data. So those are two things that, I don't know, in today's day and age, maybe they scare you, maybe they don't. I always like to buy products from good reputable companies that you can find clearly, hey, they've been around for a while, and hey, they have a nice warranty, and hey, they have good customer service. On this, you know, on a leveler, it's a piece of plastic. Maybe you don't need customer service. It's not a hitch that you need to figure out precise measurements on. So maybe that doesn't matter, but that's just my personal opinion. So let's talk about the construction of this. This is a black molded plastic. It's a little lighter than a lot of them, and you can see all the these little slits, and that's for extra strength. It feels good. I like there's some I don't know, jagged edges on the bottom to keep this from slipping, but then it also comes with this nice big thick rubber piece that I don't think that's going to slip at all. One thing that with the wheel chock, it would have been really cool to see is, it would have been cool to see kind of the same material on the wheel chock, so that when you use the chock, it locks in, except for it's just a plastic that runs along it with no kind of fitment for these jagged edges, so that doesn't give you any extra security. So let's look at the height. On all of these levelers, they all claim to be 4 inches of height, and as we know, they all have come short. So this one actually is about 4 1/4. So this is the highest leveler we've tested, but it's also the shortest. This one comes in at only 11 inches. The Anderson is about 15, and then the Easy, or the Carmtech, is about almost 16. So it's the shortest one, but the tallest. So let's see if you were actually leveling it, eyeballing it. That's probably the maximum I would go on it. So let's see what type of height. Ooh, you get 3 3/4 inches of height. So this leveler, I'd say, is the highest leveler that we've tested so far, and that's good because sometimes you just need a little extra height. Let's look at the width of the leveler. It's about 6 inches. That's about on point with the other brands. But let's look at, so they, instead of having a big chunk piece of plastic, they put all these cuts in here. So basically in the molding process, they can save material, but then they have these to provide strength. These little, I don't know what you'd call them, slits, but you can actually see with my fingers, I can move those pretty easily. So let's see what, there should be a solid piece of plastic that runs down the middle. Let's see how thick that is. So I'm going to say that our reinforcing plastic down the middle, I'm going to say it's not very big. Maybe 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, that's not very big. And for an example, in the Anderson leveler, it's 1.5 inches of solid plastic down the middle. And this might have maybe 1/8 of an inch, or gosh, it just doesn't have 1/4 of an inch. I bet it's just the thickness, same thickness as those, which are about 1/8 of an inch. So I don't know. One thing that's funny on this is there's 3 screws, so I kind of want to pull those off and see what's under there. Why don't you join me in this kind of mystery? I've never seen a leveling block or ramp with screws in it, so I'm really puzzled on what kind of surprise we're going to find down here. Oh, interesting. It's a weight. Essentially, it's a big, looks like a brick that's cut, and so that gives it some weight, so it can sit down here, so it doesn't sit like this. So when you're going to drive on it, it pulls this down so that when you drive on it, you can drive right up it. So that means in this whole side right here, you're basically riding on a hair over an eighth piece of plastic with kind of a really kind of, I don't know, brick inside. So I don't know what that does for kind of the structural integrity, in my opinion. Given that there is no weight rating from the manufacturer, it's kind of tough for me to like this one that much. Does have good reviews on Amazon, so maybe people with shorter wheelbase or between dual axle RVs, maybe they like buying this one because it's the shortest one, so they don't have to cut it, they can just use it. So what we like about this one is, I like on the wheel chock that it has this relief for your fingers. You don't have to stick them underneath. You know, the wheel chock doesn't seem that bad. It seems pretty solid. I like that it comes with the rubber mat. This is a nice thick rubber mat, anti-sliding. A lot of them are coming with it now because they're finding that these slide out. And when it's on that mat, I can put a lot of weight on it and it doesn't slide. I like that. It's a wheel chock. This one seems to be the shortest and the highest that we're gonna find. But I don't know, on my dislikes and what I don't like about it, I don't like how they didn't make these line up with this, because that would have created just a solid platform. That would have been kind of the bee's knees when it comes to levelers. I don't know, I also don't like it that these are movable, and for something that's going to structurally support my travel trailer, in case my kids go under there, in case I'm under there, you know, and only having maybe a eighth to a quarter inch when some other brands have a half inch or even an inch and a half. I don't think I would, I wouldn't trust this product. I wouldn't buy it for knowing that I was going to use it. I just don't. Safety is a priority for me, so I just don't think that this would work for me. Given that it has great reviews on Amazon, it might be a great product. It might be just fine. You know, in the case of some of the other brands, they can hold up to 35,000 pounds. Obviously, we're talking about travel trailers that might be 5,000 pounds or 10,000 pounds. So why do you need it to hold up to 35? But I don't know. I'd be afraid of this product. I don't know much about it. There's no warranty. There's no weight rating. Seems to be kind of an Amazon company. So I don't think I can recommend it. But what I can tell you is we'll have a video, and I'll have it right up here at the end screen, and we've bought all of the levelers and we reviewed all of them, and we kind of do the shootout to see what the best one is, and we're going to tell you what the best one to buy is. We've done all the research for you, so hopefully that video helps you out and you can buy the best leveler for you with your hard-earned money. Once again, these products we've purchased out of our own money. They weren't sent to us. We have no partnership with any of these brands. These are solely purchased by us, and we've tried some of them, and we like some and we don't like some. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the campsite.